Bad cops are as popular as rain these days, so it is particularly enjoyable to see them put in their place by the least expected people, their own bosses. Here are 4 cases where idiot cops abuse their power in front of their boss.
If you were to get on the airplane, would you be able to get in without your driver's license?
No, because that's a private company.
Okay.
That's why.
This is Long Island auditor Sean Paul Reyes, a constitutional activist conducting First Amendment audits. He happened to be at the Nassau County Government Building in Mineola, New York, where he wanted to see the county clerk. Unfortunately, the security officers present weren't cooperative and created unnecessary friction.
See the county clerk?
Okay.
So does
Need your driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license.
What is your name?
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Correct.
What's your date of birth, Ben?
Why do you need my date of birth?
What is your date of birth? Do you want to come in this building?
Yeah, I have business to conduct, ma'am. I just don't see why this is not Nazi Germany. I don't see why I would need to
What's your
give
date of birth? I need your address.
my address and my date of birth.
Yes.
For what, ma'am? I don't understand. Do you have a supervisor I could speak with?
Sir, please put the phone away, please. You're not allowed to video or tape.
I'm sorry?
Please put it away.
Why
I'm
can't
asking
I
you nicely because there's a sign posted outside that you can't do that in here.
why can't I record in here?
Were you here to see the county clerk?
I'm here to see the county clerk. I have business to conduct. I have to do a public records request.
Do you have anything on you
I have
that you can show us your name?
no.
So we can let you in.
I don't have anything with my name.
Okay.
I don't have it. I
Hold
want
on.
to.
Please just stay here.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Ridiculous. I'm not turning anything off, ma'am.
You are turning it off.
I'm not turning it off, ma'am. The biggest hypocrites of them all. They're always recording us, but the minute we record them, it's an issue. Can I get your name?
Say it, or
Is that Brodsky? Brodsky? See? This is why it's more polite to tell somebody their name. So I can't enter in a public building and conduct services without showing some sort of government ID. That sounds like Nazi Germany to me, not the United States of America. Under whose authority?
It's a county building. It's a policy of the building.
It's a policy of the building.
Of the county. This building needs ID in order to go in.
Can you show me the
That's why you
policy? Where is the policy?
I don't have it on me, but that is the policy.
So you're enforcing a policy that you can't even show
The sign
me.
is on there.
You're enforcing a policy you can't even
If you
show me.
call,
There's a sign, sir. So you can take that too, please.
Where?
Please have picture ID that you can show the public.
This is a taxpayer-funded ID. I'm trying to conduct business. But is that you don't need an ID to vote for the president of the United States, but yet you need an ID to enter in some county building? That doesn't even make any sense.
The auditor faces resistance every step of the way. He is met with uncooperative behavior from the officers, and they fail to understand the auditor's stance, which is protected by the Constitution.
If you were to get on the airplane, would you be able to get in without your driver's license?
No, because that's a
Okay.
private company.
Okay.
That's why.
Hi. So we have a gentleman here, and you can talk to him.
Hi, sir. How are you? I'm here to see the county clerk, and because I don't have ID and I won't show ID, they're denying me public services.
Okay.
And at that point, I feel like my constitutional rights are being violated by the public safety here. This is a public building. Just because it's been a policy for a long time, that means nobody's come here to challenge that policy. And that's what I'm doing here today. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm challenging that policy because it's unconstitutional.
Signs right here must show.
It's an sir.
When it's your building.
Sir, officer, it's an unconstitutional policy. You and your partner took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Somebody is in violation of that Constitution, and you're not, and all you're doing is allowing it to happen.
You're not leaving, and they're gonna have you on the trespass form. You could be getting arrested for trespass.
Okay, so are you going to give me a trespass? Am I being trespassed on the building?
We got a trespass form. You have to sign. That's it. If you
Okay, great.
come
I'll do
inside-
that. Do that. Yep.
All right, no problem.
So we'll go ahead and do that route. Big mistake. You guys are opening yourself up to civil litigation here.
Okay.
Big mistake. But I'll take that trespass form.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, how you doing today, Sarge? Yeah, so I wanted to speak with you because I'm being trespassed from this building.
Okay.
I'm trying to conduct business. I'm a journalist. I'm trying to conduct business here by doing a Freedom of Information Act request.
Okay. So they're saying if you show them government ID,
I would be able to.
Clerk?
Correct. That's what they're saying, and what I'm saying is that's unconstitutional. Okay. And I understand we might have difference of opinion, but the reason why I'm here today is to challenge that unconstitutional policy, and it has authorization.
Is there certain parts of the building you're not allowed to go in?
No, just you're not allowed to go into the building at all without a government issued ID.
All right, I'm gonna go speak to them.
All right, thanks, Sergeant. Appreciate it. Hey, sir, I don't think I just got your name and badge number. Hey, sir. Sir.
Check your camera.
Can I get your name and badge number? Check your camera. Is that your name? Check your camera. All right. Thanks, officer. Check your camera. Appreciate it. Officer, check your camera. That's probably why you're not sergeant. Check your camera, right? It's probably why.
With anything you need, you just gotta go through the security thing, and
Okay.
you're welcome to go in there.
All right. Thanks, Sergeant.
Come on in.
Appreciate it.
Plus, it's a little warm in here, you know?
Where's the city clerk? I mean, the county clerk?
They're gonna help you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
How can I help you?
Hi. What was your name?
Joanne.
Joanne. Nice to meet you, Joanne.
Nice to meet you. What can we help you with today?
I just wanted to do a FOIL request.
You're exercising your constitutional rights. I think that's awesome.
Correct. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Sergeant.
Mr. Reyes finally encounters an officer who understands the situation and comes to his aid. The sergeant talks to the officers who are undoubtedly in the wrong and makes sure that Mr. Reyes is allowed inside without any further trouble from the officers. After all, Mr. Reyes was just practicing his constitutionally protected rights. It's unfortunate and certainly humiliating when such irresponsible officers have to be corrected by their superiors over such simple issues concerning the Constitution and law that these very officers swore to protect and uphold. These cops may not be the brightest tool in the shed, but the cop you're about to see is even worse.
Hey, police department.
Can you identify yourself?
What was that?
Name and badge number, please.
Huh?
Name and badge number, please.
Officer Bargener, our police department.
What can I do for you?
Department, man.
I don't consent you to walk any further.
What was that?
I do not consent you to walk any further.
Okay. You got a gun?
I'm open carrying today, yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was just here because somebody called you guys in suspicious.
Okay, I'm just walking around exercising my First and Second Amendment rights.
Here. Okay. All right, yeah, man. That's, you got, what's your name, man?
I don't answer questions. Could you please identify yourself again, please?
Officer Bargener,
Badge number, please.
6973.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so, yeah, that's, somebody thought you guys were suspicious, you know, so none major. Okay.
Nothing major at all. I have no ill will, no bad intentions towards anybody.
Okay, okay. Do you have a... That's cool. What's your name, man?
I don't answer questions. You can call me Good Citizen.
Good citizen? Okay. Okay. You live here?
I don't answer questions.
Why is that?
So I'm not legally obliged to answer any questions.
Okay.
On this day, Officer Bargener had received a call about two suspicious people in black, and it led him to this man's apartment. A call is not the same as a reasonable, articulable suspicion, but this officer seemed to have forgotten that and proceeded to barrage an innocent citizen with unnecessary questions.
So, do you live here, or? I'm just asking, man.
I would prefer to remain silent.
Okay. All right.
Am I being detained?
You're not.
Okay. This is a consensual conversation.
What was that?
This is a consensual conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow you to proceed.
What was that?
I will allow you to proceed.
I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to get your name, man. I like to know who I'm talking to.
You can call me Sir, Good Citizen, Boss Man, whatever applies.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know I share my information with you, so what's your information, man?
Well, you're legally obliged to because you're a public servant.
What was that?
You're legally obliged to provide information because you're a public servant on duty. I'm gonna put this out. I have every intention of picking it up. I'm not gonna litter, okay? I'm gonna put it on the sidewalk, just put it out. That way I'm not holding it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not littering. I'm gonna pick it right back up when we're done.
Okay. Yep, there's a trash can to your right. Do you live here, man? I'm just trying to get to know who I'm talking to, man. I like to know everybody.
I'm going to lock my door, close it.
Okay.
We're having a consensual conversation. I'm not being detained.
Okay. Everybody knows me, man, so I'm just trying to, I like to know who I'm talking to.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So, what's your name, man? If I may ask.
Well, you've asked and I've answered.
And you... Okay.
Again, I've got no ill intent, no ill will towards anybody. I've got a Second Amendment right to walk around with my firearm.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. Literally all I'm doing.
That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out who you are. You got a gun, which I applaud you, man. It's okay to have a gun.
Well, can I ask you something then?
What's that?
If you applaud me and you're aware that this is a Second Amendment right and
Well, I got a call saying there was 2 suspicious males in all black, so...
Is suspicion a felony or a misdemeanor?
Depends what you're doing, man.
Despite being told repeatedly that he would like to retain his rights to remain silent, Officer Bargenaire did not stop asking this man questions. Good citizen, as he asked to be called, then decided to return some questions of his own.
Well, no, suspicion is not a crime. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
My name?
And badge number, please.
It's 5'2".
Thank you.
What's your name, buddy?
You can call me good citizen, sir, or boss man.
No, I won't call you either of those. You realize you have to identify yourself to a police officer?
Have I committed a crime today?
You have to identify yourself to a police officer.
Have I committed a crime? I'm not required.
Your identification, yeah, you are committing a crime.
Under what suspicion? What's your RAS?
We were called out for a suspicious call. That's what.
Right, is suspicion a misdemeanor or a felony?
You have to identify yourself with me on these calls, okay?
I'm not required to identify myself unless I've committed a crime.
Identify yourself. You are required by law if we ask to identify yourself. So don't look towards your gun.
No, I'm making sure we're 6 feet apart. I won't look down. I won't move my hands. My hands are up here.
Yeah, I see your hands. They're gonna stay there.
Yes, sir.
It seems to be a trend that the second officer to get to the scene is always the worst of the two. Just as seen in the previous case, the next officer who arrived simply escalated the situation by being aggressive and controlling.
Listen, I do not consent to any search or seizure. This is my Fourth Amendment right. But if it makes you more comfortable, I will not resist you seizing my property from me.
Your property? What are you talking about, man?
My firearm on my side right now.
Okay.
If it makes you feel more comfortable, I'm not allowing you to do so. But I will not resist at all if you decide you want to seize my property from me and just put it aside while we have this conversation so you feel more at ease.
How about just give me your name, man, so I know who I'm talking to. I don't want to seize anything. All right.
Listen, we understand your Second Amendment right.
You have the right. Look, you have the right to walk down these streets. You know, that's your right, man.
Yes, sir.
Camera and whatnot. I just got a call that there was 2 males wearing all black. There was no firearm in the description. I was just 2 males all black with a camera. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I happen to see you 2,
so,
buddy.
Which part of that is suspicious or illegal?
I'm trying to figure out what was so suspicious about what you guys were doing.
Well, that's up to you to discern.
And that's what we're trying to do.
Somebody thought you guys were just it's somebody.
Well, no, it's not suspicious. I don't have a legal obligation to.
You have a legal obligation to identify yourself.
Can you give me that statute?
I'll be more than happy to look it up for you.
Please do.
When Officer Vance, a superior to both of the present officers, arrived, things immediately took a turn for the better. He asked direct questions that would either absolve or incriminate good citizen and immediately freed everyone to go about their day.
I'm just exercising my rights. If exercising your rights makes it more if me exercising my rights makes it more difficult for you, then what's the point of you enforcing any rights? You see what I'm saying?
So you scream out the amendments and all that. You know we have a job to do, man.
Yes, sir.
We just can't let.
Did you swear an oath to defend the Constitution when you took your job?
What was the original complaint?
2 suspicious males with a camera.
Okay.
Wearing all black, so that's all I got.
Well, black's just a color.
Okay. Were you on the sidewalk?
Yes, sir.
Did you try to go into buildings?
No, sir.
Were you just walking?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You didn't yell at anybody? Nothing
I
like
didn't
that?
say anything to anybody.
Okay. Who called this in? No clue? Okay.
I was just dispatched.
Where was he at when you approached?
They were right here.
Okay. Just him and another guy? Yeah.
He locked the door. I believe this is a duplex or apartment.
Okay.
I'll tell you. I'll
I believe
explain.
our job here's done.
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you. Could I have your name and badge number, please?
yeah, Officer Vance, 7-5.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Yep. You guys have a great day.
If you think this was the only cop who realized that they had been caught by their boss, wait until you watch this next case.
Y'all shut the door on me?
Oh, we were just talking about something.
Talk about me?
No,
Why you shut the door on me then?
it wasn't on you. We just sometimes close the door like when court's going on and we're having
Okay.
conversations.
So you don't care if I'm filming, but as soon as I leave, you're gonna shut the door on me?
This is Officer Mabels from the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office. On April 7th, 2024, Justin McHenry, a journalist and a YouTuber, visited Lonoke County Courthouse in Lan Oak, Arkansas. He was there to film the areas that are publicly accessible in order to document them for his audience. Watch what happens when he begins filming on the premises of the courthouse.
Hello, I was just reading your signs real quick. I'm working on a story. I was just coming in to work on my story here in the building. I don't need to go in the courtroom. What's that?
Don't record me.
Do you work for the public? Who do you work for, ma'am?
I work for the sheriff's office.
Okay, then I can record you. It's actually my First Amendment right to do that. If you work for the government, I'm allowed to record anyone that works for the government in their course of duty.
Anything you have in your pockets goes in the bucket?
Sure. I'm not here to start anything with anybody. I just wanted you to know that. Can I get your name, please?
Deputy Mabels.
Mabels? Okay, thank you. I'm Justin. Look at this, the Bill of Rights right here. So nobody in here better have anything to say. Pardon me, Miss Mabels? Yeah. Is this sign talking about these stairs right here, the restricted area? I don't want to go anywhere I can't go, so I just want to make sure.
No, you cannot go up that stairwell.
I can't? Okay. That's what I was asking. I'm just working on a story, just looking at everything that's for display in the building.
What kind of story you doing?
Right now, I'm just trying to document everything that's in the Lone Oak building. But I'll just straight tell you, honestly, sometimes it turns into cops being called because I have a camera and people don't like that. And so sometimes it turns into that.
The cannon up there, it's pretty neat.
I was checking that out when I first got here. It's a 3-inch rifle, they were calling it.
Yeah, they've got the rods out there in the glass cases.
Oh, for real?
They used to stuff the cannonballs in it. If you
Out
want to get
here?
those glass cases.
Oh, I didn't know that's what that
They go
was.
to the cannon.
Oh, cool. Thank you. What the hell?
Right, but what happened was I thought it would be.
Y'all shut the door on me?
Oh, we were just talking about something.
Talk about me?
No,
Why you shut the door on me then?
it wasn't on you. We just sometimes close the door like when court's going on and we're having
Okay.
conversations.
So you don't care if I'm filming, but as soon as I leave, you're gonna shut the door on me?
No.
Oh, I can ask you.
I think you're being very defensive. We're not trying to attack you at all. I was just talking.
Well, you're like, hey, go check out this, and then the door shuts.
Oh no, I was just talking to her.
Hey, go outside and look at that, and then the door shuts.
That's historical.
And then the door shuts.
You're being weird.
You're being weird. You guys are being weird. You didn't need to shut the door on me.
You're welcome to film here. Like, I don't have any problem with that.
I'm not-
I don't have any problem with you standing in here, and actually closing the door had nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Is there anything that
No, I don't.
from this office?
I don't even want to bother y'all anymore. I was just kind of like, well, that was weird. The door got shut on me.
Excuse me. Right.
Oh no.
You don't need to be combative in our office. None of us.
I'm not combative. I was laughing. You
I
got.
asked you why you're being combative with us.
When was I being combative?
And I asked you if we want to close our office.
When was I being combative?
You want me to lock it?
Well, you can't do that. If you lock it, then you need to lock it for everyone. You can't just pick and choose me.
Nicely.
You can't pick and choose me.
Move on.
It's everyone or no one.
Something that you said or something that you did, she felt was aggressive. So it.
Well, I have it all on camera, thankfully. Thankfully.
To ask you to move on.
Officer Mabel claims that she possesses the authority to order Mr. McHenry to move aside because she thinks that his tone is aggressive. However, for those who don't know, according to the First Amendment, the right to film publicly accessible areas and freedom of speech is a basic constitutional right of the citizens. Watch what happens as Mr. McHenry proceeds further.
No, you actually
If
don't.
they feel that way.
So law
Yeah, because my
trumps
job
feelings.
is to secure them from the public.
But no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I promise you it's not. Feelings do not trump the law. Let's everyone calm down and de-escalate a little bit.
Okay, well, I'm asking you to move on away from this office.
If you move on, I'll move on. If you go that way, I'll go that way. I'll take every step you take.
Okay, well then we'll walk together. So go.
I'm not going with you. I'm going the opposite way you go. So whatever way you go, I'll go the opposite. How about that? I don't like being told what to do for no reason. I'm not trying to go in there, sir, just so you know, but if you do shut that for me, you have to shut it for everybody.
I shut the door because we're trying to have court down there and you're being really loud. So I need y'all to move on down the road, please.
You can't.
Thank you.
All right. I'm not going to interrupt anything.
I'm not going to argue with her.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you either, sir. Can I get your name real quick, please?
No, sir.
Do you work for the public?
I do not.
So you don't have any business
Get out
telling
of
me what to
here.
do? No.
Go on.
If you don't work for the public, I don't want to hear from you, sir.
And you're interrupting my court.
I'm not interrupting anything.
Just go.
Hey, if you quit talking to me, I'll quit talking to you, and then there's no sound. So what am I
You just
am I
want to argue
interrupting?
with somebody, so just go.
I'd rather you just left me alone, honestly.
Well, you started it. Go.
No, I didn't. I'm minding my own business asking questions about the building. So you guys are starting stuff with me because I have a camera.
I asked you to keep it down because we're trying to have court.
And I'll agree to that.
Okay.
It says you work for Lonoke County, so you do work for the public, so you do need to tell me your name.
Yes.
What's his name?
My name's Bobby.
All right, and what's your last name, sir?
McMillian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bobby McMillian, an employee of the courthouse, states that Mr. McHenry isn't allowed to film as he is disruptive while recording inside the premises. However, according to the law, no one can disallow or restrict someone from filming something that is publicly accessible or available. Watch how the interaction ends.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bother anyone. I'm just looking at what you got displayed for the public. What are these things?
They're just some little things that I bought because I'm the treasurer, and they're just little coins.
Cool. Alrighty. You guys have a good day.
You too.
That's Antonio? Is that you?
Oh, excuse me.
What's going on?
I got a call from the ladies downstairs about a bad person in their office.
Oh, combative. So the fire truck
I
here?
asked him to leave.
I was trying. Oh.
He said, no one was supposed to be on.
Oh, weird. She told 2 lies right off the bat, and I have it all on film, but I'm not being combative with anyone. I've been extremely polite. All I've done is ask questions about the building and about Lonoke, trying to find out more about the history, and I have it all on film from the very second I got here. This all started when I was actually just talking to some ladies down here in this back office. They were being cool. They're like, oh, you can film, check this out, check that out. And then they're like, hey, check that out in the hallway. So I go check it out in the hallway, and the door slams behind me. But it didn't shut. It kind of slammed and then came back open. So I was just like, what? Did you guys slam the door on me? And then they were like,
Let me stop.
blah, 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 blah.
Let me stop for just a second. I got to slow a lot of people down.
Wow, so emergency?
Everything's 10-50.
Yeah. Like, I'll talk to you guys. I wasn't doing anything.
You're fine. You got to understand we got a heightened sense of alert when somebody presses a
They should have done that.
The sheriff's office comes.
Wow. What's up, guys? It's just me.
How are you?
Hey, no, I'm cool, man.
This is Sheriff Staley.
Hey, I'm Justin, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
I didn't know
You want to calm the...
I don't mind talking to him again. I'll tell him what happened
No, you're
again.
fine.
I thought someone was hurt or something. I didn't know this was over me.
This is Sheriff John Staley. I'm Chief Matt Edwards, the Lonoke Police
Yes,
Department.
sir. How's it going?
Y'all go? Yeah. Sheriff, say go tonight.
So, yeah. So I have everything on film since the minute I got here. I'm just checking out. I'm learning about the history of Lonoke, about the courthouse. I've been extremely polite with everyone, just like I am right now. The very last one on the left, I was just in there, and they were cool too. They're like, hey, check this out, check that out. I don't care if you film. And then they were like, hey, go check out those little cannon pushers out in the hallway. So as soon as I walk out in the hallway, they slam the door behind me. But it doesn't shut, it kind of slams and opens. And I kind of laugh and like swing it back open. And I was like, I'm not trying to bother y'all. If you don't want me in here, no problem. I was just wondering why y'all said check this out with a smile and then slammed the door behind me.
Yeah, okay.
And then that was it. That was literally the height of the disaster.
It's just the alarm button that was pressed.
Oh, the security lady might have did it.
Did you drop our security?
She came down and said I had to leave the building, and I told her I'm not trying to start anything. I'll walk away, but I don't need to leave the building.
Somebody
and then judge's office or somewhere here, they push the button, may have said that, but we'll take care of that. If you want to let them all go, and hey Danny, will you turn my lights off? Yes, sir. I'll find out what was pushing. But you're welcome to be here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. The only rooms I went in that were clearly for the public to go in, you know.
Yeah, like this here. I got a lot of history about this. You'll talk about it. Actually, I watched it.
You do? All right, cool. I was wondering if you knew who I was, because I was going to tell you one way or another, but...
I see it every once in a while. I review that stuff because we're constitutionalists. Matt worked with me for years.
Good deal.
He's the chief over here now. Whenever they push a button, we're all going to come because we don't know what it is. It's not like a call that says, hey.
Right. Imagine hitting hitting that button, knowing what's going to happen over me. Well, next time you're going to be like, is this a real emergency or is it a guy with a camera?
Well, what I'll do is get with all the elected officials, and I'll go over with them exactly what this is. Yeah. Of course, there's no trouble here. We just
cool.
We're coming to make sure.
Exactly when I came in and they said they pointed to you, and I'm like, what's going on?
That's when I was like, oh, I see what's happening.
Let's just try to figure that out.
What does security say? She let you in and let you walk around?
She just didn't want me to film her. That was it. Yeah. That's whatever. Yeah.
What I will do, we want to go over especially the First Amendment auditors. I guess, is that what you call yourself?
Yeah. I call myself a journalist, but.
Same thing. So I'll walk through and just kind of talk to them. So people know we need to educate them, and we'll work on educating them. And I'll do that with all the
Awesome. I appreciate you, sir.
All right, man.
Have a good day. You guys need to be more picky about what you hit the emergency button for. That was not a good thing to do. They're kind of upset about that.
You know, hey, buddy. They know this. That's the treasurer now.
Yes, sir.
What's your page name?
The Random Patriot.
The Random Patriot. All right, man.
Thanks,
you need
brother.
something to call me?
Yes, sir.
The sheriff's office is at the end of town. Feel free to head back.
I might do that. Cool.
We're there.
All right. See you guys.
Mr. McHenry then was validated by Officer Mabel's superior, the police chief, that he was well within his rights to film the areas of the premises. The chief assured that he would instruct all of the government officials to receive additional First Amendment training. Mr. McHenry later exited the building and began recording other areas of the county. It is uncertain whether he plans to pursue any legal action or file a complaint against Officer Mabel.
Stop. Yeah, it's her candy. I apologize. It fell out.
Get on your knees. Put your hands behind your back. Sir?
What
the f are you doing?
Sir.
Sir.
Let go of my phone, man. Sam! Hey, take my phone.
What are you doing?
Hey, we're homeless.
Get the fuck off me.
Hey, we're homeless.
You ain't a cop, man.
And we're just walking.
Show me your bag.
We're just walking across.
What the f, man? I didn't do nothing. All I did was ask your name and badge. Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No.
You smashed my f***ing phone, man. Calm down. Calm down.
Can we please just walk off?
Can you please let me the f*** go? No, stop. No, get the f*** off me, man. Stop. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Take your phone.
Please
Listen to me.
We're just trying to walk across.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Jamal, let's just go.
No, don't go.
Stop.
Stop.
Look, we're just trying to walk.
If you are wondering how the situation escalated to this point, well, here's what happened. This First Amendment auditor was walking down the road with his family when his young daughter accidentally dropped a wrapper on a yard. The yard belonged to Detective Thorogood, who then shot out of his house as though the act was an attack on his person. On being asked to identify himself with his badge number, he decided to escalate the situation.
Mean the thing about you doesn't get hit.
Yes, we're just trying to watch your car.
Get out of the road so your kid doesn't get hit.
We're just trying to watch your car.
Guys, please.
We're just trying.
You assaulted me, dude, and it's on video.
Shower.
Stop. No. We tried that.
Okay.
Call the cops. They're not going to do nothing because I didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah. You assaulted me. I need an officer at 400. Yes, I was assaulted.
You get the buggy. Okay. I don't want your dad to go to jail either, so stop. Get in the buggy.
Come on. It's okay. It's okay. See what you're doing to my daughter, dude? You tired piece of shit.
We're just trying to watch your car.
He's being very disruptive. Oh, because he just attacked me.
Come here.
I have it on video.
Stay out of it. Jeremiah, stop. Jeremiah, just stop. It's not worth it. Let's just go.
My name's William.
Oh my God.
William is his name.
It's Thorogood. I'm just trying to watch your car.
Get the f away from me. Stay away from me.
I would just like to watch your car.
No, we're leaving. No, you're not going
in.
You're not a cop to detain me.
For the police officers.
You are not a cop. Hey, he's trying to kidnap me. Help!
Yeah.
Help!
No, he's trying to say I'm trying to kidnap him now.
He's trying to hold me against my will. Come on, walk now, walk now, walk now. You ain't married to him, you married to me, you better come on.
Sir, we're not gonna do that. You're not gonna turn this into a domestic situation.
You, dude.
Okay, calm down. You calm down. Daddy's not going to jail.
You're a tired piece of if you're a cop. He identified as a cop, so if he's not really a cop, this dude pretended to be a cop.
I want my daddy to go to jail. Oh, okay.
I don't want your daddy to go to jail either. He's acting a little strange.
Really? You just attacked me!
Sir, you're starting to scare me and you're making me nervous.
You just attacked me!
Okay.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't get shot, dude!
I haven't seen any weapons. They're homeless.
No,
that don't mean I don't have weapons.
We don't have any
now
weapons.
he's threatening me when he's saying he has a weapon.
No, I didn't f***ing threaten you. It's on video, you liar!
No, we don't have
I said because I'm homeless don't mean I don't have weapons.
He didn't say he had a weapon. He said because I'm homeless doesn't mean I don't have a weapon.
We don't have any weapons.
You assaulted me and attacked me!
Interestingly, the officer who had assaulted an innocent man was the first to call the police, and he was sure to tilt the story in his favor as soon as he got them on the line.
We're going to be at Tivoli and Bracy. I'm sorry, Tivoli and Bracy.
Come on, let's go.
He's trying to just get away from me at this point.
Yeah, you're f***ing crazy, dude. You're psycho. What's his address? I'm gonna put this all over YouTube. I got a very big YouTube channel, you piece.
You're trying to leave?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Jamal, you know, just stay. You might as well. They're just gonna find us.
Sir, if you want to leave, I'm not gonna stop you.
You said I was detained, so if you're not a cop when they get here.
Now he's saying he wants to stay.
Oh, I'm not gonna run from him. I didn't do nothing wrong. He did.
After commanding the auditor and his family to stay and wait for the police, Detective Thorogood changed his story and told them that he never detained them in the first place. The auditor, knowing what game the detective was trying to play, insisted on waiting until other officers arrived.
Sir, I'm not detaining you. If you want to go, you can.
Oh, I'm not. No. I'm gonna stay and talk to him and show him the video of you attacking me.
Oh.
Whether you're a fucking cop or not, you don't have qualified immunity, you piece of.
I don't know if he's a cop.
And if you are a cop, you're not going to be very much longer. And I've never seen you as a cop in this town. I know every cop in this town. You ain't a cop, and you damn sure ain't a detective. Every cop in this town knows me. You're about to find out.
Unfortunately. I mean, no, they unfortunately know all that's because they know where I'm.
Police!
No, they know me because I'm a First and Second Amendment auditor.
No, he's claiming he was.
I'm shouting for the police.
Huh?
I'm shouting for the police.
Let's get out of the road. Let's get over.
Call the police from your phone, Sam.
Why do I need to call the police if he's talking to the police? How many people need to talk to the police? That's stupid. Sorry, but
I ain't claiming it. They'll see the video.
I'm just saying if he's on the phone with them, why do I need to call
Where do y'all live?
It's none of your business.
At the
Dude, shut up. It's none of his business where we live. Why? So you can come in the middle of the night and do something crazy?
Jeremiah, just take a breath with me.
Why? So you can come in the middle of the night and do something crazy to my family?
No, I'm not gonna come in.
You just can't. You just attacked me and you don't even.
Jeremiah, let's be reasonable.
Dude, you went beyond reasonable when you fucking threw me to the ground, put your knee in my chest, and told me you was a cop and I was under arrest.
Okay, alright, no, not yet.
Daddy, give him a high five.
Thank you.
I gave him a high five.
Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.
Daddy, I gave him a high five.
I don't know if he can help me. Hey, I'm going to jail.
I'm not going to jail, dude. I didn't do anything wrong. Forged me, threw me down on the ground. Put his knee in my throat, literally had me down on the ground.
Yeah, that is true.
All because I asked for his name and badge number.
Danny Penn said he was going to have him arrested and taken to jail, and I'm like...
So I want to press charges on him. I have it on video.
Really?
Would you like to see it?
And I don't think you can...
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you can really arrest him. You should put your hands on him.
Just because he's a cop, he don't have qualified immunity.
Keep your hands to yourself. All over. Grab our stuff. See, I was sitting here, Daddy. No. Daddy.
And you should let him know who I am. He's about to be famous.
As soon as the other cops arrived and recognized the auditor as a popular and well-respected one, the detective knew that he was done for. He then proceeded to placate the auditor with a half-baked apology to save himself.
Is your body cam going?
Yes. Okay. Jeremiah. Is that your name? Mm-hmm. Okay. Detective William Thorogood with Metro Police. Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm not trying to hurt you. Don't want to scare you. I'm really sorry for the confrontation I had in front of your child. Okay? I feel really bad about that. And I just want to apologize to you. So I am sorry for upsetting your kid, especially around the holiday season. So
yeah, because she's never going to forget that now, and she's going to look at cops as pieces because of you.
You're absolutely right. I'm taking that into consideration. Apologize to you.
I try to teach my kid that not all cops are bad. There are good cops, and then you come out and do shit like that.
I'm trying to be a good one, so please just hear me out, okay? Jeremiah. All right, can you hear me out?
I hear you.
All right. I'm trying to be man enough and apologize, which is a hard thing for cops to do.
Mm-hmm. Hard thing for anybody.
And I just hope that
it don't matter if you're a cop or not.
Accept my apology.
It's a hard thing for
I just
anybody.
didn't like the litter in my yard. That's all. That's all.
She didn't mean to drop it, but to
really
go to that extent because I pulled out my phone and asked you for your name and badge number, really? Come on now. That's being. I get that.
No, he's right.
But that's being a tyrant.
Jeremiah, listen to me.
Do you not agree with that?
Hey, she's
100%. You're right, and I apologize.
I want to ask you one time. How long you had your license?
Over 6 months.
Over 6 months. So everybody, you're good to haul everybody around in there, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you one time.
Yes, sir.
All right? And if you don't, we're going to go another route with it. Who yelled out of your Jeep when you went by us?
It was Brandon.
Who?
Brandon.
Which one's Brandon?
In the front seat.
Now let me ask you this. What have I ever done to you?
Nothing at all.
Not a damn thing.
Yes.
What has my partner ever done to you?
Not a thing.
Not a damn thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So why do you want to the police?
This is Officer James Sanders from the Metro Atlanta Police Department. On November 23, 2016, Officer Sanders was sitting inside his idle cop cruiser when he observed a vehicle passing. The vehicle contained several teenagers who yelled an abusive remark regarding the police. Upon that, Officer Sanders decided to give their vehicle a chase and signaled them to pull over. Watch what happens when the traffic stop unfolds in a nearby gas station.
How you doing, officer? How's it going? License and insurance.
Castle, I got pulled over?
Yeah, I'll be glad to tell you in just 1 second.
Take some time, go ahead.
Is everybody all right?
Yes, sir. What's up, Sanders?
What's going on? Who yelled out the window?
I don't know. None of us.
Yeah, come on back here with me, Mr. Bird.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bird.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you one time. How long you had your license?
Over 6 months.
Over 6 months. So everybody, you're good to haul everybody around in there, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you one time.
Yes, sir.
All right? And if you don't, we're going to go another route with it. Who yelled out of your Jeep when you went by us?
It was Brandon.
Who?
Brandon.
Which one's Brandon?
In the front seat.
Got the Jeep.
Yes, sir.
Officer Sanders approached the 17-year-old passenger and inquired about the reason for his yelling such remarks. For those who don't know, despite the remarks being insulting or abusive, they come under the protection of free speech granted to citizens under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Watch how the interaction proceeds.
What'd you have to say?
Nothing.
No, tell me one more time you're going to jail, son. What's your name?
Brandon Hughes.
Brandon Hughes.
Yes, sir.
I know who you are.
Yes, sir.
Is there something you need to say to us that you want to yell out the window?
No, sir.
Who you yelling at? Hey, look at me when you talk to me, son. Who you going to yell at? What'd you say? F the police.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Get your hands out of your pockets.
Yes, sir.
Why you want to say that to the police?
I don't know, y'all protect us, I shouldn't have.
No, I ain't protecting you.
All valid,
Yes,
negative. 2005 Pontiac 5.
F the police.
Brandy
Why,
Lansford.
you can get back. Why do you want to F the police, son?
I don't.
Why you say it then? You think it's going to make you a badass or something in front of everybody?
No, sir, I don't, because I'm getting fussed at right now.
You want to f the police?
No, sir.
Well, here I am, right here, brother.
I don't want to.
Why not? You're a tough guy. Come on.
I'm not tough.
Huh?
I'm not tough.
You seem like a little baby the day you was in court, remember?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you every opportunity.
No, sir.
Then why you want to yell about it when you're in front of your buddies right there? Is it cool?
No, sir.
You trying to be a badass in front of them?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you every opportunity to f me up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now let me ask you this. What have I ever done to you?
Nothing at all.
Not a damn thing.
Yes,
what has my partner ever done to you?
Not a thing.
Not a damn thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So why do you want to f the police?
I don't. I was being dumb.
No, it's a little bit more than being stupid is what I think.
Ignorant.
So let me ask you something. Next time you get caught selling weed or having weed on you, do you think somebody's going to try to cut you a break? If I go to goddamn jerking everybody out of that damn Jeep and I find 1 ounce of damn weed, do you think I'm going to take everybody to jail?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Just me.
No, hell, I'm going to take every one of your damn friends to jail.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
17.
I didn't know y'all could be so goddamn stupid anymore. Everybody get out of the Jeep. This smart ass right here says police.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who you want first?
Bird, you can get back in the damn Jeep, son. You ain't done nothing wrong. Y'all two pile back in there. Y'all ain't done nothing wrong. Ain't no sense in y'all paying for this stupid ass's damn. That's that knucklehead off of Elm Street right there.
Yeah, that don't remember y'all from.
He don't believe it, but I swear to God I can beat him in basketball.
You can't shoot. You still gotta play me.
I'm still waiting for you.
I've been asking you since I was on Elder.
Dude, let me tell you something. I got 2 damn torn up ligaments. I will smoke both of y'all. Y'all can play 2-on-1.
Take you out the game.
Let me tell you something. You'd be so damn. You'd be on your little skinny ass. I'm telling you. You ever seen Charles Barkley play?
Take you out the booth.
Why, dude? You know who this is? What's your stepdaddy's name? Brian Massey's stepson.
What?
Yeah, the police.
What have we done to you?
Hey, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Technically, I can't search your damn Jeep, and I can't touch y'all, and I don't want to. I'm not like that.
Officer Sanders briefly searches the vehicle after getting everyone out of the vehicle. Shortly afterward, another officer joins him on the scene. Watch how the encounter ends.
You upset because you did it, or you upset because you got caught?
Honestly, both. It was disrespectful when I was raised better. Just being dumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that you. I don't know.
I mean, what you did is not breaking the law. You didn't break the law. It's freedom of speech.
Yes, sir.
But still, I mean, just to blatantly out, just hollering out while we're trying to do our job.
Yes, sir.
What if that was a DUI person? I just stopped on the side of the road and got them off the street, keep them hitting somebody in your family and killing them.
Yes, sir.
You got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? That it all goes around.
Yes, sir.
I mean, why do you really feel like that? Because you really feel like that. Huh? I mean, I would be okay if you were just trying to be a badass in front of your boys.
Yeah.
Because you obviously have some pent-up frustrations. And I'm going to tell you right now, neither one of us done anything to you.
Yes, sir, I know.
So tell me, be honest about it. Why in the world do you really feel that way? Because deep down you have to feel it. Because that you know what? I've done some crazy stuff in my life. Not once have I ever said that.
Have you ever had a bad run-in with the police or anything?
Yeah, bud.
Can I pull in and get some gas real quick?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I guess all the pictures everybody paints about y'all.
And you buy into that crap?
Paint your own picture, dude. I mean, we ain't never done anything to you.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm not saying not all cops are good, because you do got some bad cops out there, but I don't consider myself one of them.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you was in a car accident, whatever, I'd do my best to try to save your life.
Yes, sir.
And that includes putting ourselves in danger doing it.
Yes, sir.
Get out of here. I'm tired of dealing with you.
Officer Sanders allowed the teenager to leave after schooling and yelling at him. Following this encounter, the police chief of the Metro Atlanta Police Department took notice of this incident. The chief reviewed the dash cam and body cam footage and consequently fired Officer Sanders for violating the department's policy after he yelled at the occupants.
So none to drink at all?
No, sir.
So if you blow in a portable breath test, it'd be triple
I
zeros.
refuse all that. You can call your sergeant if you want to.
This is Justin Shields, an officer with the Cincinnati Police Department. Officer Shields was pulled over around 1 a.m. on April 14th in Claremont County for speeding by Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers. The troopers believed that Shields had been drinking upon meeting him, and little did Shields know that he wouldn't get an easy out just because he was an officer.
Hello. Like, got you stopped your speed.
My bad, bro. I appreciate it. Cincinnati.
Okay. Anything to drink tonight?
Nope.
Mind if I check your eyes out?
Yes, sir.
All right, bring your head out here just a little bit.
Okay.
Follow, tip my finger with your eyes only. Don't be
Yep.
Man, how much you had to drink?
Literally nothing. I took my friend home.
All right, I'm gonna get you out and make sure you're okay driving.
Okay.
Step on that. You know your tags are expired as well?
I know that already. I work for Cincinnati.
You work for Cincinnati and you got expired tags?
I showed you my badge.
I know, but I'm saying you work for Cincinnati and you drive around with expired tags? How long you work for him?
About a year and a half. I started when I graduated college.
All right, I'm gonna have you walk to the passenger side of my vehicle.
You said walk to the back?
Yes,
sir. What do you want me to start?
Just walk back there. Just walk normal.
Just walk?
Yeah, normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were doing the step test or whatever.
No, I'm gonna do HGN first, and we'll go from there. Stand by my front tire there.
Up to this point, Officer Shields has already mentioned multiple times that he works for the Cincinnati Police Department, clearly hoping to be let off easy. The trooper proceeds with the traffic stop and is actually shocked that Shields is an officer but is still driving with expired tags.
Where do you live at?
You said what?
Where do you live at?
I'm literally going home. I dropped my friend off.
Okay.
We're at my friend's house.
Okay, cool. All right, just stand right here, face out towards me.
The trooper goes ahead with the HGN, a horizontal gaze nystagmus test, which is generally the first field sobriety test that officers take. He feels that Officer Shields is intoxicated and wishes to do more tests to confirm it.
So none to drink at all?
No, sir.
So if you blow in a portable breath test, it'd be triple zeros.
I refuse all that. You can call your sergeant if you want to.
I don't need to call my sergeant.
I'm just saying. But like, I literally have had nothing to drink.
Nothing to drink, then it would be triple zeros,
Nothing.
right?
Me and you both know how it goes.
I know how it goes.
Yeah, me too.
And you've been drinking.
I have not.
You have. I can still smell it on you as you're talking to me.
You cannot smell anything on me.
I can
smell gum because I've had gum.
No, I can smell a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage.
You cannot.
I can.
Okay.
Why would I make it up? Why would I pull you out of the car?
I have no idea. I was speeding. Yes, if you want to earn me a speeding ticket and ticket for my registration being expired, fine. That's fine.
Okay. But you're not willing to blow in a portable breath test?
No, sir.
I want to put you through some more tests.
I refuse.
You refuse? Go ahead and turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
What test?
Turn around.
I will do the test.
You want to do the test now?
I will do the test. I really just want to meet.
Why are you trying to? You know how this goes.
I know how it goes. That's why I'm asking you why you're doing this. Like I want to get.
Because I smell alcohol. I'm doing my job.
Okay, I will do it.
Officer Shields initially refuses the breathalyzer test and any further sobriety tests, claiming that he's had no drinks that night. But after figuring out that he can't easily get out of this with a speeding ticket, he agrees to the other field sobriety tests.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. You're under arrest for operating vehicle impaired. Put your palms together. Bring your arms back. Do you need another set?
What'd you say?
Do you need 2 sets on?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Take your watch off and put it in your pocket for me.
This is a Rolex.
All right, put it in your pocket. I don't want any possession of your Rolex. Palms together. So that's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
She been drinking too?
No.
Just you?
Yep.
All right.
Well, I haven't been drinking, but
were.
my friend's been drinking. I got confused with the question.
Officer Shields can be clearly seen taking the law lightly just because he's an officer with the CPD. Not only was he speeding in a car with expired tags, he was driving under the influence and was repeatedly trying to get away easy. He brings up that he's with the Cincinnati Police Department and that he knows how things work multiple times in hopes to wind up the stop and just get away. Unfortunately for him, The state trooper sticks to procedure and after the test charges him with OVI. Officer Shields even accidentally admits that he's been drinking as he's being arrested, but then tries to cover it up. If you think this was the maximum a cop can get caught by their boss, then probably you aren't aware of this next case.
We are not breaking any laws. We have a constitutional right to protest. We have a constitutional right to protest in the United States. Were you raised in the same country I was raised in?
We have a constitutional right. All right, so you're refusing to disperse?
I didn't say that. We're talking.
No.
I want to see. I want to see the legal citation.
It's dispersed.
Now, what do you mean by disperse?
Go back to your vehicles. Pack it up.
This is an officer from the Niagara Falls Police Department. On July 24th, 2023, an officer observed several individuals protesting near the sidewalks in some strange clothing and carrying obscene signs. Watch what is about to happen when the cop confronts these protesters.
Gentlemen, you can remove the signs or you can come with me. Up to you.
Officer, we are the Bloodstained Men. We believe we have a constitutional right to hold signs in public.
Okay, well, it's vulgar, and it affects other people, and we got called on.
The ACLU has defended our right to protest in
you
public
have the word
spaces.
foreskin and on your signs
Officer,
for public view.
Officer, I suggest you call the city attorney before you push your viewpoint further than this.
I'm telling you to pack it up and move. If you refuse to disperse, you'll be arrested for disorderly conduct.
Who will you arrest, me or all of us?
All of you.
The officer informs the protesters that if they fail to leave the scene, they will allegedly be arrested for disorderly conduct. However, for those who don't know, the obscenity of their posters and their protests comes under the protection of the First Amendment of free speech. The protesters argue they have the constitutional right to protest and demand the officer to call his superior. Watch how the encounter unravels.
And how many officers are you going to bring out to do it? So
don't worry, there's more coming.
So you are saying we don't have a right to protest in this town?
Not here on a city sidewalk.
Could you show us the code enforcement?
City sidewalk.
Could you show it to us?
No. You can look it up because you should have got a permit before
we don't
you were
need
out
a permit. The Constitution is our permit,
You need
officer.
a permit out here.
So what is your demand?
Disperse.
Do you realize that puts you in league with only a handful of cities? We've been over 500 cities across the United States.
It's time to go. I'm telling you to go, or we can do it my way. Up to you.
Why do you say it's your way? Who ordered you to do it? So you're doing it on your own?
Because of this.
Because of what?
You have blood on your crotches.
Any laws, officer. We are not breaking any laws. We have a constitutional right to protest. We have a constitutional right to protest in the United States. Were you raised in the same country I was raised in?
We
have a constitutional right.
All right, so you're refusing to disperse?
I didn't say that. We're talking.
No.
I want to see the legal citation.
It's dispersed?
Now, what do you mean by disperse?
Go back to your vehicles, pack it up.
Who is your duty officer? Who is your duty lieutenant?
Our duty lieutenant?
Who is in charge?
He's long and gone by now.
Who is in charge?
Probably a B shift lieutenant.
We would like to talk to someone higher than you, officer.
Okay.
We feel that you're making
well, you can put the signs in your vehicle until the duty lieutenant shows up.
We would like to talk to someone in charge, officer. You are making a very bad mistake in judgment here. We have a constitutional right.
We also want to be clear that we're not here to get arrested.
We are not here to
assert our rights as much as possible, but we do not. Our goal is not to cause a problem for anyone.
We don't need a permit. The ACLU has confirmed that we don't need a permit to protest on public streets and sidewalks.
We're blocking the sidewalk.
We're not blocking the sidewalk.
You're on the sidewalk.
We do not block. We do not block any pedestrians. Mike, move over a little bit so that they can't claim that we're blocking the sidewalk.
If you're not on the sidewalk, then you're going to be on Sunoco property.
We are not going on private property, officer. Can you please bring?
And now you're on the sidewalk.
Please bring your.
They're already on their way.
Whoever's in charge.
They're already on their way.
Because I'm willing to talk to you, but we are firmly convinced that we have a constitutional right to do this.
You're convinced or assured?
We know. We're assured.
Okay, because
the ACLU will back us up on that.
Okay.
We're on a 2-week tour of New York State. Really?
Yeah. This is day 4. We were in Orchard Park earlier today.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Well, fine. The police didn't bother us a bit. We were in lots of, David, what other cities?
We were in Orchard Park this morning. We were in,
Borderline auditors.
Oneonta, Binghamton.
We were in Oneonta yesterday.
It was reported that you guys were exposing yourselves. Was anybody exposing their private parts?
Absolutely false. Okay, that is absolutely false. The officer said that someone called in and said that we were exposing. That is absolutely false, officer. Absolutely false. And that's the second time I've heard that over the years. We've been doing this for 11 years. Several years ago, someone called us.
I was telling you what it was reported about.
I understand that, and I believe you because it happened before. Yep. But we're not insane.
No, but you're with them too?
Yeah, we're all together.
You guys are all together, but no one was exposing themselves?
Absolutely not. Okay. Absolutely not. That would. We are not lunatics, officer. So you are. No, I understand. You got that
right
report.
To protest. I'm not saying you don't. I guess the only issue would be obviously if there was any exposing yourselves.
Officer, we've been doing this for 11 years. Calling you. We've been doing this for 11 years, officer. We pride ourselves on getting along with the cops. We have cops in our movement.
Afterward, the officer made a phone call to his superior to consult him on this matter. He finds out that the protesters were legally allowed to protest there on the sidewalks. The officer then got back into his cop cruiser and left the scene without any further incident. But if you think this is the only cop who has ever tried to twist and turn the law in his favor and done that with zero respect, just wait until you meet this next one.
I'm sorry, the First Amendment protects my free political speech. You're live on YouTube, video and audio recorded.
That's fine, sir. Your sign's a little vulgar and it's upsetting people.
It doesn't matter, you're not the free speech police.
I understand that.
I have a constitutionally protected right to say whatever I want. I'm politically protesting Governor Larry Hogan. It's my First Amendment right on the right to petition, my right to redress of grievances, and my right to file a complaint in any manner I feel fit. By the way, I'm not trespassing. I'm on public property. I'm on a public crosswalk. I'm doing nothing wrong. I got a sign that you find offensive. That's not a law. Where in the Maryland Criminal Code does it say you cannot have an offensive political sign? Because free speech is not open to your interpretation.
And he was completely right about that. Freedom of speech is as objective as possible, seeing as it's a part of the law, but Officer McKenzie needed to be reminded. This man was standing outside with a vulgar sign protesting a political candidate when the police rolled up. The thing is, he was well within his rights to hold up the sign thanks to the freedom of speech. The cops, however, had a different idea.
I understand, we just got a call for it.
I understand you got a call, you made your best shot. I'm not leaving because I haven't broken any laws.
Hey.
Okay, there's a thing called disorderly conduct.
I can't hear you.
There's a thing called disorderly conduct. If somebody finds your sign and your actions to be disorderly in public, okay, then that is a charge and we can ask you to leave, and failure to do that, you can get arrested.
Get your commanding officer out here because this is political free speech and I'm protected under the First Amendment.
Why are you shaking so much? Are you under the influence of anything?
Oh, now you're going that route, trying to say I'm on drugs.
I'm asking you. You're shaking like a leaf.
Sir, we're not trying to be nasty to you or anything like that.
It's free speech and you can't do anything about it. Call your state's attorney's office. I talk to my lawyers every day. I'm in the newspapers.
Sure.
Every state's attorney's office reviewed it and said you can't do anything about it. It's free speech. You're not even supposed to be talking to me.
Sir, I'm not arguing on that.
Okay.
You're right. You're right about free speech. We have a call because people are offended by your sign. So.
But I didn't offend them. They offended themselves by not liking the choice of words I have for the governor.
Okay.
Things weren't going particularly well, but they got even worse when Officer Arnold came into the mix.
You live around here, sir?
I'm not making any statements.
Okay.
Other than the fact I haven't committed any crimes and you know it.
Hey, sir. I never said you committed a crime.
You said I was disorderly in public, and I'm not.
No, actually, I didn't say that.
I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity, and you cannot make any law that will infringe upon it, nor apply any law that infringes upon it.
Sir, all I did was tell you why I'm here.
Okay.
I called about your sign.
This guy said I'm disorderly.
I said if somebody
Question
finds
for
your
you.
actions to be disorderly, then they will be disorderly, right?
No, absolutely not.
That's exactly
My
what
free
I said.
speech is not contingent upon someone else's emotions.
Okay.
You know that.
I have a question for you. We We haven't been nasty to you at all. We've come here to talk to you.
He said he's going to arrest me for disorderly.
I didn't say that. I said
he
if
did.
someone finds your actions to be disorderly and disturbing of the peace.
I'm sorry, but they're not judge, jury, and executioner.
Could be arrested.
Could be.
Could be. That's all I'm saying.
I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity,
in my
sir.
statement, there was an if.
Oh, you're giving me what ifs and hypotheticals now.
Right. That's right.
All right, let me explain something to you. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity.
Okay.
And I'm not out here protesting you guys are burning down your city, so why are you all so personally pissed off that I don't like Governor Hogan?
No, I'm not mad.
I don't like him. I mean, is my sign not, is it too subtle?
You're entitled to your opinion.
I'm entitled to be protected by the First Amendment, wrap it around me like a big old blanket while I stand out here with my giant Larry Hogan sign. I don't like the governor.
I won't comment on that sort of stuff. I'm just doing my job.
You understand we're here for a call for service. We're not here because we want to be, right?
Oh, you're here because you want to be. You should have told him there's no crime. You should have said there's no crime.
We have to come out for everything. If we get a call, we have to come. We have to come out here. That's it.
What was your name?
Officer McKenzie.
Mackenzie?
Yes, sir.
Arnold? B. Arnold. Am I being detained? No, I'm free to go. I'm free to continue protesting also.
We're free to stay here too.
Absolutely, it's a free country. I'm glad you know that. Make sure you recognize that when you try to charge me with disorderly conduct because you don't like the content of my free speech.
Why are you being nasty?
Because I don't like it when cops try and tell me what is and is not allowed on a political sign.
We didn't do that. We told
This guy did. He said that my free speech could be considered disorderly because someone got offended and has thin skin. I'm sorry, but every person on Facebook named Karen doesn't determine my free speech rights. I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't.
Nasty dude. You know that?
I am a nasty dude.
You know, if you want to get your point across, if you're just a little nicer to people.
Why would I care? This is my message verbatim. This is right from my heart.
Well,
this is my deep felt political belief. It's my protected free speech, and I'm going to continue to display it.
The wrong way.
What's the right way?
Be kind to us. We haven't been nasty to you at
This
all.
guy said he's going to arrest me for
I didn't say I
disorderly.
was going to arrest you. Rewind the tape. I said you could be if someone found your conduct to be disorderly and disturbing the peace. Okay, that is the law. You can lawyer that. You can quote the lawyer. You can quote all this stuff all you want. But if your protest becomes disorderly conduct,
You're saying this while they're burning down cities in Wisconsin, and you're saying that my sign is disorderly? Come on.
Not saying we agree with it.
Seriously, you guys are out of your mind. You think I'm disorderly.
After a lot of back and forth with the officers going back on their word and the citizen standing his ground, a supervisor arrived and immediately shut down the whole thing. Officer Mackenzie's demeanor had changed reasonably by the time she came back to talk to the man. Anyone can tell that the boss had put both officers in their place.
So, if you're standing out here holding the sign, I don't really have a problem with that.
You do because you stopped and told me I'm going to jail. That guy did. No, you didn't. You've been nice. This guy's not been very nice.
You can have 10.2 David 60 weekend.
Sir.
That didn't mean to you. I just said that.
Yeah, you said you're going to throw me in jail for free speech. I'm not hearing it. Have a good. I'm not talking to you. I'll talk to this lady.
That's just an unobservant synopsis of what I said.
Okay, so we came out here because we had a call. We have to come out for everything. I understand you have your rights, freedom of speech, all that. This is considered a protest, right? You're peacefully protesting,
It is.
correct?
Right. Have I lit any cities on fire today?
No, sir.
Come on.
So, listen, hear me out, right? So as long as you're not jumping in traffic or causing any harm to people.
Or running with scissors or taking candy from strangers, getting in the back of a van. I know.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Whatever you say. You want to stand here and hold the sign?
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right, so we clear?
Have a nice day.
Hey, you too, buddy.
I will.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Same to you.
Have a good day.
You too.
But if you think this is all there is to cops being humiliated by their senior officers, then wait till you hear about the case of David Lance Dukes.
He had something.
The door's unlocked, it's not always so.
No, he was right here. Watch him. Go watch him. There it is. All right, that's what he had.
This is South Carolina Officer David Lance Duke, aged 40, who on July 26, 2021, was found transgressing on Clarence Gaillard, age 60, and his cousin Damari Julian. This took place when Duke was told about the presence of someone with a gun, and these two gentlemen were walking home in the same area. As Duke and the other officers advanced towards them, their firearms drawn, Duke instructed them to get down on the ground. However, due to his prior leg and hip injuries, Gaillard struggled to do so, and it wasn't quick enough to be to the officer's liking. It was during this delay that Officer Dukes resorted to stomping on Gaillard's head as he was in the process of lowering himself to the ground.
Hey, let me see your hands. Berg, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground right here. Get on the ground. You, Burgundy shirt, get on the ground. Over here. On the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground. Do you not listen? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. There's a gun behind me. There's a gun, I believe, behind me.
I ain't got no gun, nothing.
Put your hands behind your back. Is there a gun back there?
Ain't no gun.
By that truck.
Ain't no gun.
You're not listening, dude. Bro, you got a gun on you, man?
No, I ain't got no gun.
All right,
I
I'm
don't
just
want no gun. I don't
Turn
want
back over. Paul, do you watch him say? He had something.
I ain't want no gun.
The door's unlocked, it's not always so.
No, he was right here. Watch him. Go watch him. There it is.
I don't want no gun.
All right, that's what he had. All right, who's the complainant? All right, get him up.
Put your leg up.
25 cents, got one tank.
Alright, put your leg that way so you can stand up.
All right, listen, I'm about to help you. Hold on. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep, they slammed my head down on the cement. Yep.
Go back inside. Go back in the house. Go back in the house. Ain't nobody talking to you.
I got head drummer.
Go back in the house.
Yeah. Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Yeah, y'all bust my head down. You threw me down.
I sure did. You wasn't listening.
Yeah. No, it ain't. You had to throw me down like that. I'm disability.
Okay.
I got head problem. Yeah. You threw me down. Yeah. You threw me down. You threw me down. Yep, you bust my head down on the cement. Yep, you bust my head.
All right, let me tell you what.
His forehead.
You bust my head down on the cement.
He was in front of the car when I came up. And he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun at first. I said, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. Had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my head.
What he was doing is putting this up behind the tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your hands.
Why you bust my head then?
He wasn't listening.
No, it ain't.
He got the, like this right here,
You grabbed me.
and we went on to the ground.
You bust my head down
That's what
on the cement. You bust my forehead.
Yeah, your head did hit the cement.
Damn right, because you bust me down on the cement.
Where's the complainant?
You bust my head down on the cement.
Right here?
You bust my head. You bust my head.
Where's the complainant?
Bust my head down.
We're trying to get the name of the complainant.
You bust my head. You bust my head down on the cement. Ain't nobody had no gun. I live right there. Ain't nobody had no gun. I ain't got no warrants on me. I ain't got nothing to do.
Putting your change back in your pocket.
Damn right. You slam my head down. Hold on. Yeah.
What are we doing? Guess Sam was going to check him out. There ain't nothing about here wanting to press charges on. Who called? I'm not sure. Take him out of cuffs right now. I mean, because that's what we got. You're going to have to use your force. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
Slam my head down.
Dude, I didn't know what his intention was.
You need to look at the camera. All right. The officer did wrong. Slam my head down. Bust my forehead. Damn right. You're going to pay me for that.
Mayor, I'm going to take that in the evidence of what he had. What? Well, I mean, that's the reasons I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing. And I didn't know where that went. If it was still in his pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets.
His dog's officer. No.
On camera.
Yeah, my dog stick.
That's fine.
A dog stick.
So he can come out of cuffs?
Yes. Take him out of handcuffs.
Yeah, he can come out.
Oh, Lord. You may check it out.
You mind looking? Hi. Good, how are you? What's going on?
Officer slammed my forehead down in the cement.
Okay.
In the wrong place.
Consciousness?
Yeah. Listen.
Can I get a card from you?
I don't have one now. We don't have one. They don't give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
1059.
Let me see if I can get my phone. Hold on.
Hold on. We have cards.
All right,
Okay.
it's in the blood test. Okay.
Thank
Like
you.
go to hospital?
Yeah.
All right. Please call me.
Brandon, he can get his stuff off the car.
Dude, will you say badge number?
1059.
The second officer tried to cool the situation down and called the supervisor, who arrived on the scene soon after. Officer Duke lied about his actions and painted a different picture to try and deceive his senior officer. However, 2 days after the incident, Officer Duke was fired, arrested, and charged with first-degree assault and battery. The South Carolina city is also paying $650,000 in settlements to Mr. Gaillard. But if you think Officer Garces got into trouble because of his idiocy, wait till you find out about Officer Shawnee. Watch him butcher his career all in a couple of minutes.
I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
This is Officer Shawnee from the Orlando Police Department, who was pulled over on June 6th, 2023 by Deputy Hill. Deputy Hill had to chase down Officer Shawnee before finally pulling him over after he caught Officer Shawnee going 80 in a 45 miles per hour zone down Florida Avenue.
Over 100 miles an hour trying to catch up with this butthead. Copy down that bumper number.
This one or this one?
Yeah, 11070. Pull over. You gonna pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over.
You can already tell from Officer Shauni demeanor that he doesn't expect to be held accountable for his actions.
3113 to 313.
What?
Do you,
I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going
what
to work
does it look
for?
like I am dressed for? What does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton and I see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050. 10-4, I got a city, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be... refuse to stop.
Officer Shauni seems to think that just because he's a police officer with a poor excuse like he's going into work, it's all right to disrespect the law and storm off from a traffic stop. Thankfully, the Orlando PD doesn't agree and has since relieved Officer Shauni from his duties, and he has been criminally charged with resisting an officer, reckless driving, as well as fleeing and eluding a law enforcement officer. But if you think that's all about policemen being called into question by their superiors, then wait till you hear about the case of Officer Hines.
I've only been here for about 15 minutes.
Right. We had officers that drove by and saw you pulling out of here, walking out of here, and said that you were recording them as they left.
I did.
Yeah, and that's an issue. Why are we doing that?
This is Officer Hines, who stopped John Mitchell, the owner of the Constitutional Audit YouTube channel Rowdy Podcast, while he was filming outside St. Louis Park Police Department, Minnesota. Officer Hines asked John to show his ID, which he respectfully denied as he wasn't doing anything illegal or anything requiring him to show ID. However, Officer Hines didn't back down and told him that his supervisor would ask for the same. Little did Officer Hines know things were not about to go his way.
Hello.
What's going on?
Not much, just walking around.
Videotaping the police department's not a good idea.
Why? You guys are friendly people.
We are, but why are we doing this?
Why wouldn't we?
Because it's a security issue for us.
Is it?
It is.
I don't think so.
It is.
It's public property.
It is public property, but when you start recording our perimeter and our gates and what our activities are, it's a concern to us.
I've only been here for about 15 minutes.
Right. We had officers that drove by and saw you pulling out of here, walking out of here, and said that you were recording them as they left.
I did.
Yeah, and that's an issue. Why are we doing that?
I don't have to have a reason.
You don't have a reason?
I don't have to have one.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license I can see?
I don't.
What is your name?
I'm not going to give that to you.
You're not going to give it to me?
No. Why would I give it to you? I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you're recording our property. You're recording our building.
Sure.
And it's a security issue for us.
Am I being detained?
You are.
Okay.
Until I can get you identified.
And what's your reasonable,
because I want to make sure that you're not
suspicion?
doing something that's a problem for our law enforcement community.
So in order to detain somebody, you have to have a law that you're investigating, correct? So which law are you? What law do you suspect me of breaking?
Are you looking to create a problem here for us? Or
No, not at all. I'm being polite and cordial.
I'm being polite and cordial too. So I'm asking for
being a
your
little
name and date of
difficult.
birth so we can identify you.
I don't need to.
And be on our way.
Why would I need to identify myself?
Because I'm asking you to identify yourself.
What's your name and badge number?
My name is Todd Hines. My badge number is 200.
Okay. Your name and badge
We're
number?
recording you just like you're recording
Good.
us.
Yeah, like 216.
Okay, good.
So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd like to be on my way to go. I mean, you have to have
So are you
reasonable...
refusing to identify yourself?
Well, there's no need to.
3916. Can we get?
Are you a supervisor? Okay. You just called for a supervisor?
I did.
Very good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you bet.
I don't have any ill will. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm
What's
not
the problem
armed.
with identifying yourself?
I don't need to.
You don't need to?
No, it's my right to not.
Oh, so you're looking to create problems is what you're doing?
No, you're just accusing me of that.
Absolutely, because you're refusing to identify yourself.
That's not against the law.
It's obstructing legal process if we have a reason to ask you.
What's your reason? I've asked you that.
Identify you. I just told you.
No, but I asked you.
You're recording our property.
I have to identify myself. Correct, and I have to identify myself.
Yourself.
If you have a reasonable, articulable suspicion. And what is that?
You're looking to create problems. is what you're doing.
Is that what I'm doing? By just
that's
filming and
my
exercising my First Amendment right?
That is my opinion, yes.
Okay. Well, the good thing is the law doesn't go off your opinion.
But it does when you're obstructing our requests.
You can't. You can request, right? But it's not a lawful order.
It is a lawful order at this point.
And
as soon as my sergeant gets up here, he's going to tell you the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. But you are not free to leave. You are correct.
I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm not gonna. You know, I'm not like that.
All right. Nope, that's fine. So what's the problem with identifying yourself?
I just don't.
You don't have to.
I just don't need to.
Don't need to.
Yeah, I haven't broken any laws, and you just said you.
Nope, nobody said you broke any laws. I just said that your activity is suspicious to us.
Okay, and is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
Listen, it's a concern for our safety and our welfare.
And I'm not here to do any ill will. I've told you that.
We don't know that.
I've told you that.
You could be, who knows?
Well, sure, but I mean, anyone going by here. Do you think I would be out in the open,
not all
just
recording
in the
our
middle of
activities.
daylight?
You're not recording our activities.
It's the middle of the daylight. I'm not hiding anything. I've literally hid nothing.
Believe me, people commit crimes in the middle of the daylight too.
Fair enough. Well, like I said, you're not accusing me of anything, which I get, and I appreciate you saying that. But that even more so just says that I don't have to identify myself. It's my First Amendment to film public officials doing what they do.
We'll see what the sergeant has to say here when he gets here.
Yeah, but I won't video you. No, you're good. How do you get the sweet car?
This gentleman's got a First Amendment right, he says, to videotape our activities around the police department, and is refusing to identify himself so that we know who we're dealing with.
Okay, you don't want to identify yourself? Well, I don't need to. He said he doesn't suspect me of a crime or anything, and I'm just
asking.
No, but no, sir, I don't.
Just asking. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
My name's John, by the way. Thanks. Take care, guys.
Cooperation, America.
What's that?
Thanks for your cooperation.
Sergeant, what was your name and badge number?
Sergeant Dana, badge number 239.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Officer Hinz was sure that the sergeant would agree with him and would support his claim, but when Sergeant Dana arrived, the situation turned around completely. Sergeant Dana quickly understood the situation and swiftly handled it. He shut down Officer Hinz and confirmed that Mr. John doesn't want to identify himself before taking Officer Hinz away from the scene to end the matter. Mr. John was left to continue filming at the area, which of course he had the right to do, since it was public property and not private. But if you think Officer Shields was an idiot cop who got busted, wait till you find out about Officer Garces, who gets caught about as red-handed as you can.
What happened?
Motor vehicle stop.
Huh?
Motor vehicle stop.
It's not a motor vehicle stop. You weren't driving.
This is Officer Mauricio Garces with the Union City Police Department. Officer Garces was found asleep in his vehicle in the middle of the street by Secaucus PD officers with no clue of what was going on.
Hey, how you doing? Secaucus Police. Put your car in park. Put your car in park.
Hey, yo.
Put your car in park. Put it in park. Put the gear in park. Put the gear in park. Perfect. How you feeling?
Good,
Okay. Secaucus Police, Officer Gonzalez, be recording my body cam, okay? What happened?
We're home, man. That's it.
Uh-huh. You know where you are?
Yeah, home.
Where are you?
By Hogan.
You where?
By Hogan.
By Hogan?
By Hoboken.
By Hoboken? You know what town you're in?
Yeah, Hogan.
You know, you're not in Hoboken.
We're home.
Where's home?
Like 2 blocks away. I live in Secaucus.
You live in Secaucus?
Sure.
Where in Secaucus do you live?
Like a block away.
Block away? Can you roll out this window a little bit more? Okay, do you understand what's going on right now?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I'm going home, that's it.
No, you understand what's going on, though? You understand why I'm here talking to you?
Of course, brother.
What happened?
Motor vehicle stop.
Huh?
Motor vehicle stop.
It's not a motor vehicle stop. You weren't driving.
You got it, brother. I'm going straight home.
You going straight home? Where you coming from?
Union City.
You coming from Union City?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing?
Going straight home.
You were just driving straight home?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand why I'm talking to you though right now? Do you understand what happened? What happened right now?
It's been a straight night. I said I was going to go home.
Huh?
Straight home. That's it.
You go straight home. That's it.
Sure, brother.
Yeah, but you're not answering my question. You weren't driving your car, okay? I didn't stop you. You already stopped.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what you were doing?
Yes, I was stopped. I didn't go home straight home.
No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding what I'm saying. The reason why I'm here is because you fell asleep.
Yes, sir. So sorry.
No, you didn't say any of that. Okay? I just woke you up right now.
Yes, sir. I went straight home. That's it.
Okay, you're repeating yourself. All right.
Apart from that fact that Officer Graces was found asleep literally in the middle of the road, it's quite obvious that he is intoxicated as seen by his mumbling and failure to comprehend the officer's question.
2 blocks away, that's it.
2 blocks away or anything?
Sir,
all right.
It's the exchange.
Okay. Your speech a little slurred. Okay. Did you drink anything?
I had a couple drinks.
You had a couple of drinks?
Sir.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna ask you to step out of the car for me. Leave your car in park, right? Just step out of the car. We're gonna go right here on the sidewalk. Come here on the sidewalk. How much did you have to drink tonight?
39, I'll be out
A couple.
A couple? What's a couple? About how much?
2.
Okay, why are you looking away from me? I'm talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Look towards me. Okay. What's a couple?
2.
Like 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Officer Garces claims that he's only had 2 drinks, but it's apparent from his behavior that he's had a lot more.
What's a couple of drinks?
Like 2.
About 2?
Yeah.
All right. You take your hands out of your pocket for me?
I'm sorry.
I'm asking you for anything at the time, okay? No. What are you doing? Have you?
Sorry,
I guess you've done this already in the past? You have?
Yeah, I do work for Union City PD.
What's that?
I do work for Union City PD.
I never asked you that.
I know.
Why would you bring it up?
I'm just telling you.
Okay. But what does that have to do with you being checked like this before? Nothing.
No.
I guess you want me to take some type of preference or something that you mentioned that? No. Like I said, you're being recorded right now also, okay?
I know, brother. I don't.
Okay? All right, do it for you. Take your hat off.
You're doing your job.
Take your hat off. Okay? Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do, okay? You have any medical conditions? You wear glasses?
No.
Contacts? You have a glass eye? No. No? Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do, okay, look at me. Look at my pen, okay? All right? And you just follow my pen without moving your head, all right? Just your eyes, okay?
At this point, the field sobriety tests are just a formality. Officer Garces is unable to make sense of even his own answers and is making a fool of himself.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. All right, just turn around for me and then just put your arms back like this. All right, turn around real quick and just put your arms out like that. Do that for me? You all right? Okay, that's fine. All right. Put your hands together like this. Put your hands together. Okay, you're being arrested right now for suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol, okay?
By the end of the stop, Officer Garces was in just enough of his senses to make out that he was getting arrested and was gonna be in big trouble. It's commendable that the officer from Secaucus PD followed procedure professionally, even though Officer Garces was clearly hammered and even calls him out for mentioning he's an officer with the Union City PD as it has nothing to do with the stop. If you're thinking Officer Shawnee behaved like an idiot, wait till you see Officer Sarah create a scene forcing officers to come set her straight.
So as far as her giving me a ticket, I'm a law enforcement officer.
Okay. This was Officer Sarah of the Apopka Police Department. Officer Sarah was caught up in an accident by East Anderson Street and South Bumby when Orlando police officers arrived on scene to investigate what had happened.
Anything on you, guns or anything? No, not at all. Where's your actual ID? Yeah, because that one you don't need anymore. You can get rid of that. I need the other ID. Sorry. You're good. That one. Thank you. I'm going to take that back. Okay, go ahead and have a seat for me really fast. Just take a seat. If you guys are good to go, if you want to, whatever you want to do.
He's a f***ing jerk.
Hey, I'm talking to them. If you're law enforcement, you know better than to be talking to us like this. Then you know better than to be talking to us like this.
Right off the bat, the Apopka officer is behaving unprofessionally and needs to be corrected by the officers on scene.
What happened?
So I'm pulling off of the ramp. Obviously, like the road closed. Slow down to a stop. Look back, and I'm, I see headlights. But
you're in this lane. What?
Coming off of the off ramp, and that's closed. So I see headlights. Like look over and. I don't even see headlights. They're far enough behind me to where you could stop. And so I pull over and I drive for a little bit. Then I feel kind of on the side. And I pull over and look, and this truck is kind of stopped behind me. I pop out and I jump out of the car. And she jumps out immediately and is like, "Bro, I'm a cop." I'm a cop, and I'm like,
fantastic. Okay.
I'm like, okay, and I was like, "Well, you hit me," and I was confused at first. I was like, "Well, how did that happen so quickly?" I guess. And just instinctively, I'm like, I am not wrong. I had plenty of time. She, certainly you can see the initial impact, rear quarter panel, and then it slid across the side of the front door. So I just jumped out and talked to this person behind me. I said, "Hey, did you see that? And do you mind pulling over and witnessing?" She's like, yes. By the way, she was swerving a lot.
Okay.
Again, I'm not trying to. I'm just.
No, you're good. You're
what
good.
She
That's
said.
fine. I'm going to go talk to her too. So you're good.
And I said, well, it appeared that she hit me, and she said, yeah, she was swerving a lot. And I was like, well, do you mind pulling over? And her name's Ray. I got her phone number.
Okay.
The officer on scene go ahead and take the witness statements to get an idea of what happened, and it becomes pretty clear that the Apopka officer was at fault for the accident.
I just want to let you know, though, you are at fault for this crash, okay? And you will be getting a ticket for it, for careless driving, okay?
Even though he hit me,
It's dependent upon what everybody says, and what everyone says is that you swerved into him, okay? So you're at fault, and I'll be giving you, you'll get a ticket.
I'll wait for you to stand by with me when you're done. Can you come over here, please? I want us off the road. There's a lot of traffic coming by. What's up?
So as far as her giving me a ticket, I'm a law enforcement officer.
Okay.
So he literally ran into me as I was coming off, like driving here. He hit me.
I feel you. So that's not that I don't believe you. We just have, you know how it works. We have an independent witness that you don't know, he doesn't know, that says differently. It says they saw you.
He's a last word.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Because he yelled at me the second I got out of my car and went up to him and tried to talk to him.
Okay.
This is an obvious attempt by the Apopka officer who's trying to use her position as a law enforcement officer to convince the officers on scene that the victim was actually at fault and was also aggressive with her, which is the opposite of what actually transpired.
So Sarah, here's the deal, okay? So the crash investigation is over, okay? So while we've been interacting with you, myself, other officers, the witnesses, they've been able to smell the odor of alcohol on you, just your speech, your bloodshot eyes, your mannerisms, okay? So we have reason to believe that you might be under the influence of drugs and or alcohol. Okay, so at this point in time, I am conducting a criminal DUI investigation and a battery investigation as well.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to read you your rights. I understand you know how this works, okay? I need you, when I ask you these questions, I just need a verbal yes or no to make sure you understand what I'm explaining to you, okay?
Okay.
At this point, Sarah realizes that not only is she definitely being held accountable for the crash, she's in a much worse predicament. She's under criminal investigation for DUI, which could make things far worse for her.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
2 glasses of wine.
2 glasses of wine?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else besides that?
No.
Okay. What kind of wine was it?
cab.
The cab? Okay. Where did you have those wines at? I asked the question, and you're just looking at me, so
I'm just wondering why you're asking me.
Like I told you, I'm conducting a criminal DUI investigation right now.
Sure.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking these questions.
In Winter Park.
You don't want to tell me the name of the restaurant or bar you were at?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it matters. I mean, does it not? Were you not coming from there?
Are you conducting a criminal investigation towards me?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay. So am I having any point of,
Is there a question in there? So, while you were talking to him after the crash happened, all right, you're at his window. What was going on there? Why were you yelling at him back and forth?
Because he hit my car.
Okay.
As he hit me.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So when he got out of the car, what did you do?
I did nothing.
Okay. Did at any point you put your hands on him and try to push him back in the car, or redirect him back towards the car?
Nope.
No. No. Okay, because that's what he's saying. He's saying if he tried getting out of the car. Actually, I watched the video because he had a video on his cell phone that he got out. Okay. And he got out of the car, and as he's getting out of the car, you try to redirect him back inside the car.
I never touched him.
No?
No.
Okay. Is there a reason why he would say differently?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Why did you tell him so many times that you were a cop?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Did you think that was going to make the circumstances any different with him or anything of that nature?
I didn't do anything to him.
Okay.
At all.
I'm just wondering because listen.
I didn't do anything to him.
Generally, most cops that I know, we don't shout that we're cops to people.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. You were just doing it in a very aggressive manner. It was kind of intimidating. You see what I'm saying?
I didn't intimidate him at all.
Okay.
He hit my car.
Okay.
And that's where we're at right now.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober and 10 being completely drunk, what do you think you're at?
I've not drank.
What do you mean? Not 5 minutes ago, you told me you had 2 glasses of cab. So obviously you have to.
Can you drink though and still drive and not be under the legal limit? You can be under.
You can't. Okay, that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked you though.
So like 1 glass.
Well, you said 2 glasses earlier, and then the original question I asked you was on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober, 10 being completely drunk. What do you think you're at? And your response was, I haven't drank. But that contradicts what you said earlier because you have drank today.
Sure.
So again, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober, 10 being completely drunk. What do you think you're at?
Maybe 2 glasses, maybe.
Okay, so I understand you had 2 glasses. That's not what I'm asking you. On that scale of 0 being completely sober, all the way to 10 being completely drunk, what do you think you're at?
Again, you're asking me what I'm at. 1 to 10.
0 to 10, correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can be at home and have a glass of wine and be out and have 5 glasses of wine. It just depends on who you're asking. Right?
So I'm asking what you think your impairment level is, not how many glasses of wine you have drank.
I can have a glass of wine right now and get home.
Okay.
Sarah is either unable to comprehend the question or is trying to avoid it altogether. In any case, it's clear that she is too drunk to be handling the questions or the situation well.
So I'm going to ask you again, would you want to do some field sobriety exercises?
No.
No? Okay, so you do understand the implications that I'm going to have to make a decision based on what we've seen, heard, talked about, and that it could be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
You are going to come at me right now for what he says, for what he hit me on my car.
Okay. I'm not coming at you. Like I said, I'm conducting an investigation. Okay. Crash investigation was done. You were determined to be at fault. You have a very strong odor of alcohol in your breath. Your mannerisms have been what an impaired driver would be. Okay. You have bloodshot eyes. All right. You have not been acting how I would say a police officer should be acting, especially off duty. That's besides the fact.
Once again, the Apopka officer goes on about how the victim hit her and refuses to cooperate with the current investigation that's going on, the criminal DUI investigation that she herself is the focus of.
So I'm going to ask you again, are you willing to do field sobriety exercises? No? Okay. Hands on your back. At this point in time, you're being placed under arrest for DUI and battery.
It's quite obvious that the Apopka officer is drunk. There were more than enough indicators in her behavior, not to mention the witnesses who saw her swerving while driving, and the officers all noticing the odor of alcohol coming from her. It's likely that the Apopka officer herself was aware that she was drunk, which is why she refused the field sobriety tests. They would only strengthen the case against her. Talk about a man that gets the job done. The same can be said for this sergeant who arrived at a county building to put his errant subordinate officers in their place.
See the county clerk?
Okay.
So does
your driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license.
What is your name?
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin?
Correct.
What's your date of birth, Ben?
Why do you need my date of birth?
What is your date of birth? Do you want to come in this building?
Yeah, I have business to conduct, ma'am. I just don't see why this is not Germany. I don't see why I would need to give
What's your date of birth? I need your address.
my address and my date of birth.
Yes.
For what, ma'am? I don't understand. Do you have a supervisor I could speak with?
This First Amendment auditor had Jean to a county building in New York to challenge the status quo, that is, unreasonable rules put in place for personal reasons. The worst part is that these rules are not backed up by the law, but are rather bureaucratic and personal. Unsurprisingly, he was proven right by every single staff member he encountered when he arrived.
Sir, please put the phone away, please. You're not allowed to video or tape.
I'm sorry?
Please put it away.
Why
I'm
can't
asking you
I
nicely because there's a sign posted outside that you can't do that in here.
Why can't I record in here?
Who are you here to see, the county clerk?
I'm here to see the county clerk. I have business to conduct. I have to do a public records request. Me being hurt.
Do you have anything on you
I have
that you can show us your name?
No.
So we can let you in.
I don't have anything with my name.
Okay.
I don't have it. I want to.
Please just stay here.
Yeah, no problem. Ridiculous.
The law allows people to film at public places regardless of what personal signs are placed there. However, the officers here decided to take matters into their own hands and make filming a forbidden act at a county building.
Can I get your name?
Say it, or?
Is that Brodsky? Brodsky? See, this is why it's more polite to tell somebody their name. So I can't enter in a public building and conduct services without showing some sort of government ID. That sounds like Germany to me, not the United States of America. Under whose authority?
It's a county building. It's a policy of the building.
It's a policy of the building.
Of the county. This building needs ID in order to go in.
Can you show me the policy? Where is the policy?
I don't have it on me, but that is the policy.
So you're enforcing a policy that you can't even show me.
The sign is on there.
You're enforcing a policy you can't even show me.
There's a sign, sir. So you can take that too, please.
Where?
Please have picture ID ready to show the public.
This is a taxpayer-funded ID. I'm trying to conduct business. But is that you don't need an ID to vote for the president of the United States, but yet you need an ID to enter in some county building? That doesn't even make any sense.
It wasn't until the sergeant arrived that his subordinates relented on enforcing this useless rule.
I'm trying to conduct business. I'm a journalist. I'm trying to conduct business here by doing a Freedom of Information Act request.
Okay. So they're saying if you show them government ID,
I would be able to. Correct. That's what they're saying. And what I'm saying is that's unconstitutional. And I understand we might have difference of opinion, but the reason why I'm here today is to challenge that unconstitutional policy and has authorization.
Is there certain parts of the building you're not allowed to go in?
You're not allowed to go into the building at all without a government issued ID.
All right, I'm gonna go speak to them.
All right, thanks, Sergeant. Appreciate it.
If you think this was the last cop who realized they had been caught by their boss, then probably you haven't watched this next case.
All right then, show me you live here and I'll leave you guys alone.
What do you mean?
Because we're here for a radio call, so
You're here for a radio call?
Trying to figure out what you guys are up to.
So why are you asking about the Nissan if you're here for a radio call?
Because we were coming this way, but we saw how you guys were speeding up the street. You guys realize this is residential?
So you're here for a radio call, but you came on us for the Nissan. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
This is Officer Alvarado from the Los Angeles Police Department. On August 14th, 2023, Officer Alvarado confronted several individuals sitting around by the sidewalk. Officer Alvarado was accompanied by her supervisor while she reached out to them. She inquired about a Nissan car that was parked near the group of individuals and accused them of owning it. Officer Alvarado stated that they were allegedly driving the vehicle recklessly in the residential area, and she had responded to a radio call regarding the complaint. Watch how the interactions go.
What's up?
You guys live here?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does.
Why?
Because you're hanging out in front of private property.
Well, I'm a public street now.
Not him, he's sitting there.
Oh, well, sounds personal, no? You're talking to me?
So what's up with the Nissan?
What Nissan?
The Nissan you were driving. You parked in there. I saw you. Yeah, you.
He was driving?
Is that you guys we saw on Sunset Boulevard? Like 10
He was driving?
You both were in the car.
He was driving though?
One of you were driving.
Oh, so one of us. You were accusing him of driving. So which one is it? Was one of us or him?
Hey, wait, why are you getting all worked up
Why
for?
you pull up on us for no reason? We're literally just sitting here and y'all come here.
You're good, but...
I know.
You guys live here?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does matter.
Why? What if we're going to the park? What if I'm taking a break because my
What
leg
if?
hurts? Yeah.
All right, then. Show me you live here and I'll leave you guys alone.
What do you mean?
Because we're here for a radio call, so we're...
You're here for a radio call?
Trying to figure out what you guys are up to.
So why are you asking about the Nissan if you're here for a radio call?
Because we were coming this way, but we saw how you guys were speeding up the street. You guys realize this is residential?
So
You see how slow
you're
that
here
car's
for a
going?
radio call, but you came on us for the Nissan. That makes no sense.
Both.
That makes no sense.
I'm the one asking.
One of you guys registered owner of the car?
Right, then I don't have to answer questions.
Sir. Oh man. Is one of you guys registered owner of the car? Yes, no, maybe.
Are we free to go or we're
You guys,
Oh, yeah, you guys can
are
leave.
good.
No, so why you guys
Tell you,
here?
but
Speeding, all right?
if I go back there and I find the car, it's 6 months expired.
there though.
Why?
The other officer points out that if the car is seen in the streets by the cops, it can be cited or maybe even impounded because the tags of the car expired half a year ago. Observe how the encounter ends.
You have a permit?
Oh, we
Permit?
can go back there. We don't need a permit.
You can go.
Yeah.
Permit?
That'd be crazy.
A warrant.
Oh, there we go. Warrant. See, he knows. He knows.
Oh, this isn't my first day on the job.
So you can't go back there without a warrant, though, right?
No.
Oh, so you were just saying you could go back there?
Go back where?
You need to talk to her.
Hold on. I can walk back
think
there.
you're smart.
Hold on.
Okay, let's walk
You
back
think
there.
you're smart? You pulled up on us for no reason. For a radio call, huh?
Yeah,
Listen,
no
listen,
reason.
listen.
For a radio call.
Why are they here?
Listen, okay.
I don't know. I don't care.
Listen,
Check.
if it's your car, listen, if it's your car, it's expired. So if it drives out on the street again, it's going to get pulled over. It could get impounded. It could get cited, okay? So I'm cutting you guys a break. I'm not going to go back there. But if I go back there and I see it, I'll potentially take it. So
are you gonna take all the other cars that don't have tags too?
well, I mean, you could do that.
You could?
But the thing is, I saw that car. That's on my
Have you
attention.
ever-
So what about the car that was parked on red? Why you guys didn't do nothing about that?
Alright.
There was literally an Acura parked right there. He literally made a U-turn in front of
You know,
you guys.
man, I'm only one cop and I can only focus on
But
one
you
thing
see
at
what?
one time.
But why are you guys focusing on me? Is what I'm saying.
Hey,
Like,
what are you guys, like 15?
You know?
Should you be in school right now?
what?
How old are you?
Don't worry about it.
You're not gonna tell me?
For what?
You
For what? No, answer for what, and I'll tell you.
I'm just curious.
Oh, well, stay curious.
All right.
You guys said we were free to go, though, right?
You guys are good.
Yeah, I never.
Like I said, just watch your speed up the street because we get a lot of complaints here about people doing something here, okay? So just watch your speed and no one's gonna bother you and take care of the registration, whoever's car it is, Mr. Smiley. All right, get out of here then.
I'm on a
I
public
said you're free to
street.
go.
All right, so I can stay here. I'm free to stay. If I'm free to,
You wanna go?
if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay,
Just
right?
asked me, can I go?
That's him. You're talking to me. You're
I thought
telling
you guys
me.
are together.
Oh,
You guys are a pair. You're a duo.
you got thought wrong.
Hey, this guy looks so happy to be
Hey, I don't know, you know. I'm not gonna, it's 2023. I'm not gonna question anybody's relationship,
Yeah, don't
friends, homies.
Have a good day. Have a good
real
day.
close homies.
Have a good day. Yeah.
Hey.
You guys stay safe out there.
We try.
The cops failed to point out any illegal or unlawful doings from the individuals. The officers left the scene without any citations or any further incident. But if you think that cops being corrected by their senior officers for not understanding or abiding by the law stops here, then you are unaware of the Comal County Sheriff case.
Earlier when I spoke to you and I asked you to move back and you refused, did I not tell you that it was okay to film us? And I encouraged you to keep filming us.
I didn't say you didn't.
Okay,
Nobody has a problem with you filming.
Obviously, y'all guys are like right up in my face right now.
This is Deputy Tully, who at New Braunfels put a man under interrogation for filming on public property and made a complete mess out of the whole situation. The man repeatedly asked to speak with the supervisor, but the officers weren't ready to cooperate.
Sergeant's here. He said he'd be over here talking to you in just a little bit, okay?
What's up?
Our sergeant?
Okay.
He said he's going to be over here talking to you in just a little bit. He's here. He's actually...
All right. You got a business card or anything?
A business card?
Yeah.
Not on me. I can get you one out of my car in a little bit.
All right, cool.
You need my name, badge number? What do you need?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna need, but I can't hear over the highway noise.
Okay, so you need all of our badge numbers, or
just yours? And I guess if the supervisor needs to speak with me, I'll talk to him.
Oh, he doesn't need to speak to you. I thought you wanted to speak to him.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
I mean, if you don't need to speak to him, then I'll tell him not to waste his time.
No, he's already here, so I'm not gonna waste his time. He already drove over here, so I'll talk to him briefly.
Okay. And like I said, he'll be more than happy to give you anybody's name or badge number that's here.
Okay.
And if you need business cards or anything like that, you give us a little bit, we'll be able to get some business cards too if you'd like.
No, just yours, that's it.
Okay. I can get you one.
Okay.
All right, hang tight for me. Do you have your information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date, birth?
For what?
Because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
The crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
You don't have to know.
Well, how do I know what they did, though? I don't know what they did.
Okay, they broke the law. They're in possession of narcotics. That's why they're in the back of our cars.
Okay, now you're telling me that, okay.
Yeah. So, do you have your name and date of birth?
No.
Or a driver's license?
No.
So you're going to refuse to be listed as a witness since you sat here and videotaped the entire scene?
If you need a copy of the video, I can give you a copy of the video.
Well, yeah, but we're also going to need to identify you in our report that you were here videoing, so when we come to get a copy of that video, we can get that.
Deputy Tully is persistent on getting to know the identity of the man, which of course the man refuses because he believes it's his constitutionally protected right to refuse showing ID when he's doing nothing wrong. The deputy even volunteers what's going on at the scene and lets the man know that this is a case involving narcotics, information that the man has showed no interest in nor asked for.
All right, let me talk to your supervisor.
He said that he won't want to give us his name and date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably going to end up going to jail because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my ID to speak to your supervisor? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why do you need to speak to the supervisor?
Because I requested to speak to him.
What warrants that?
Because I requested to speak to him and he's here.
Okay. So what's your point?
He's here, I need to speak with him.
You've got no part of the scene, right? But you want to speak to our supervisor.
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and you'll be at the jail. Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why aren't you understanding? You put yourself in this situation right here. You see that? You're on private property
Private
right now.
or public?
You're on private property right now.
Okay, what does that do with the thing?
Do you have permission to be here?
Did the owner trespass me?
Well,
He doesn't want you here.
This guy actually did call and tell us he wanted you to leave.
That guy right there?
Yeah. So,
what's his name?
So what's your point?
What's the guy's name that don't want me here?
So do you want to identify yourself so we can list you as a witness to this crime, or?
I'm just asking a simple question. The guy that you just talked to, he doesn't want me here.
Yes.
So is he trespassing?
Would you like for me to go ask him to tell you to leave himself?
Do you already have that notice?
Yes, he told us when he came over here and gave me his business.
Then why do you have to go ask him then?
If you would like for him to tell you himself.
He can tell me whatever he needs to do. If he needs to tell me to leave, I'll leave. Simple as that. He needs to give me a warning before you can trespass me.
Well, now until you identify yourself, now you're forced to not leave.
All right, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Okay.
Deputy Tully and the other officer try to devise excuses to make the journalist give up his ID instead of bringing in their sergeant. Fortunately, the journalist is sharp and won't just hand his ID over. He handled the situation well and consistently asked to talk to their supervisor.
Can I talk to you for a second?
That's fine.
Do you mind if I go on your property and talk to him, or?
He got his property.
Hang out here?
He can hang out.
Oh, no, I was,
like
I was,
you can hang out. He can hang out.
No, I was asking if we can go over there because of the road noise. I'm not able to hear you.
Oh, well, we're leaving here in a minute anyway.
Okay.
So what's up?
All right. So before I leave here, I just need to get his badge number and his or his business card, whatever the case may be.
It's Deputy Camercelli. 315 is my badge number.
Okay. All right. So my only problem is I was just here. Y'all can step over here. I don't want y'all to get hit. So I can get you a business card.
Yeah.
But this is what I do. I film what public officials do on public property. I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories.
That's cool.
But this officer here was telling me that I had to move back over there. I couldn't stand over there. And I was asking him why. He told me that I wasn't allowed to film inside the vehicle here. But
I mean, that's their privacy too. We got to get their consent to go in, so it makes it any different for you.
Well, that's to go in.
Yeah.
But I'm not going in. I'm just observing. That's kind of like equivalent to this is his property, but I can't film it because it's on his property.
Okay.
You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, and it's not against the law.
Okay.
So he needs to get educated on that because that's clearly not the case. Okay. Now, am I currently being detained here, or am I free to go?
You're free to go, man. I'm here. I came all the way from Canyon Lake to talk to you.
We need to identify him now.
Okay.
Finally, the sergeant arrived and listened to the journalist who had been trying to explain to the officers that he'd done nothing wrong.
You need to identify me?
Yes, sir, I do.
For?
Because you're a witness to a crime and you sat here and recorded the whole crime.
I don't know what crime was committed.
I told you.
You told me, but I didn't know. I didn't know
Two
beforehand.
individuals are under arrest for possession of narcotics.
I didn't see.
And then you said that you still wouldn't identify yourself until you spoke to our sergeant. Now you spoke to the sergeant, so I need to get your name and date of birth. So
I can give you a copy of the vehicle. I can give you a copy of the video.
I don't need a copy of the vehicle.
I can give you a business
I need
card.
your identifying information so I can list you in the report as a witness.
Yeah. You're a witness.
Because right now you're failing to ID as a witness to a crime.
What crime?
Hey, what's your first name, man? I know what. What's your first name, sir?
I'll give you my first name. It's Philip.
Philip.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Best case scenario, that female and that male says that we did something against the law. 8 cops against one person, right? So you know who I would want? I would want the guy who's not even involved in this to be my witness. That's how it works.
Like I said, this is what I do.
No, that's how it works. That's what we're trying to explain to you.
So they need me as a witness?
You're part of any type of information that anybody that comes. We're gonna have to ID him because he's in our cameras now.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody. That's how it works nowadays.
See, and I already got his business card. He already identified himself.
So he gave his name and date of birth and all that stuff?
Yes, I've got it all right.
I said I can go get a business card too. I said that.
Well, that's fine, but here's the thing. You can't leave until we identify you. He walked up and had it ready. So you can give us your name and date of birth, and then you can walk off all you want. But the thing is we got to identify everybody now that's a witness to this. He came up, he's in the video of our camera, so now he's identified as a witness.
So is he going to be subpoenaed? He's going to be sent to court?
He can be, yeah.
He can be, just like you can be.
Okay.
So it's up to the attorneys if they want to subpoena anybody. But you got to understand that all these cars have cameras on them, and they see you standing here, and they're going to be like, well, who's this guy? Did he have anything to do with the scene? Well, why didn't y'all identify him? So that's what I'm trying to get at.
Why would you randomly walk up to this and then fail to identify yourself?
I already told your supervisor what I do. I'm a journalist.
I really don't care what you do. It doesn't matter.
So, you have a question?
No, I'm just waiting on this business card and I'm out of here. That's it.
I gave you my name and badge number.
I asked for a business card. You said you were
I told you I don't have one.
You don't have it. We all don't have any, man.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
My name is Camercelli. My badge number is 315.
Okay, thank you. All right, now, like I said, I already told you, I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories. That's it.
Hey, we had no problem with that, man. We just don't like the space. Everybody, CNN could come down here and plop it. We wouldn't tell them to leave. There's no difference just because you have a smaller camera. I don't care.
Right.
Just be careful where you go, okay? That's all we're trying to get at.
That's fine.
I have no problem with you videotaping. There's no issue. We don't do anything wrong.
And that's what I told you earlier. I didn't have a problem with you videotaping.
Now, Sarge, am I free to go or am I being detained?
Until you give your name and Are you going to give him your name and date of birth or not?
I'm talking to your sergeant right now.
He's not talking to you. He's on the phone.
I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to your sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? We both have the same job.
The officers continued to be rude to the journalist and only make the situation worse by their behavior. By simply adopting a better tone, the officers would have been able to smooth this situation out much quicker.
He's a higher rank than you.
One way or another.
He's a higher rank than you. That's who I speak. This is who I have to speak with. He's here, so that's
great.
who I'm speaking with.
That's great.
Okay.
I made contact with you before he did.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure you're really versed in the law good enough in the fact that you're failing to ID.
beyond request.
You
by
will
any
ID
police
or you
officer.
will not leave here.
I'm talking to you.
unless you're
I'm talking
back
to your
in the car.
supervisor right now.
What'd you say your first name was again?
What?
What'd you say your first name was again? He told him. I just forgot it. Because I would like to address you by first name.
You can address me by sir,
okay,
Mr., whatever the case may
So
be.
earlier when I spoke to you and I asked you to move back and you refused, did I not tell you that it was okay to film us? And I encouraged you to keep filming us.
I didn't say you didn't.
Okay,
Nobody has a problem with you filming.
Obviously, y'all guys are like right up in my face right now.
Because you injected
I'm not up in
yourself
your
into
face.
the
If I
crime
were
scene.
up in your face, then you would know.
You need anything from him? You good?
I'm good.
Let me talk to him real quick. Let me talk to him real quick.
Can you try and identify him for us?
Yeah. All right. Let's go here. I don't like the argument. You're not doing anything wrong, and but here's the deal. They got a point there. I mean, your worst case scenario is that your camera would be a part of evidence, but we're not going to go there because I have a camera. I have plenty of cameras going, so I don't need your camera. Now, if something were to happen to where, man, we get into a shooting or something or a fight and somebody gets hurt, then you know what? I'm taking your camera because that's so you got to be careful with that in the future. Okay, when you're doing this, because
on that one, I'll tell you,
No.
there was a shooting on 6th Street that happened not too long ago, and I helped aided them catching the shooter.
And I have no problem with that. No. But that's what's called
I
evidence.
understand.
It's not that I want your camera because I want you to stop doing this. It's just that, man, you would be surprised how many angles we need nowadays.
I understand that.
You know, so here's and that's the point that they're trying to get at. Now that you're involved in here and you got to see from the beginning to the end because these guys are up to no good.
Technically, I didn't come up here at the very beginning. I came here when they were sat on the curb right there, and they were being handcuffed. I didn't see anything come out the car. All I know is I saw a drug go around the car. A dog go around the car, and that was it. The next thing I know, I see them put things in brown bags, and that's it. I don't know what happened until that officer came over and told me they're being arrested for narcotics. I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, you can't. As a witness, you can't feed me that type of information. So then I wouldn't be a credible witness.
And then so you didn't see anything.
I did.
I'm asking you about if you saw anything.
No, I didn't. All I said was I saw they put stuff in brown bags though, but I didn't see any narcotics. See what I'm saying? He told me there was narcotics in there.
Are you local?
Am I local?
Yeah.
No, I'm from out of town.
From out of town?
I'll give you that much. I'll give you my first name, which is Philip, and I'm from out of town.
If you give me a phone number, your first name and your phone number, and if I ever need it, my supervisor just told me you need to find Philip because we believe that. Now, that's just a wall error, you know. So, but that's something. So if you're telling me you didn't see anything, then I can't grab a statement from you. But that's what the guys are trying to get to.
I understand that.
But that's what you got to be careful what you get involved in. You know what I mean?
I'm totally fine with that.
There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Just got to be careful, of course, of property lines, and then where we consider a safe zone because we don't know. We got one guy with two people, and we don't know who we're dealing with, and then there's no reason we should be looking behind us to see who's up to what. We don't know.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's why I sat there and I told him, and he came over. I said, I'm not going to move from here, and that's it. I mean, you guys got it was like 5 sheriff's officers up here, so I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't yelling at anyone. Sat there silently filming, did nothing. But I mean, I already got his information. I told you that I would get you a business card. My car's back that way, so I just need to go down there and go back to my car and get your business card, and I'm out of there. And if you need the video,
I might have a business card. I might have to dig one out.
Okay.
I don't think I need your video, man. I'll be honest with you. I got plenty of video rolling, but I'm just telling you, the worst case scenario, if something were major, yeah, we would need as much as we could.
Okay.
I mean, so just be careful when you get into whatever you're doing. I know this is not the first time; it's going to be the last time.
Oh no, I deal with this type of interaction all the time. This is not the type of interaction I would like to.
You're not being detained. You're the only reason these guys.
I know that they want to get my information, but I'm telling you I didn't see anything. And I'm not going to lie and say I saw something that I didn't see. That's just point blank and period. I told you what I saw. I saw them put a case in a brown bag and some clothes in a brown bag. That's it. I didn't see any narcotics.
So you said Seth? Philip?
First name is Philip.
Man, it's been one of those days, man. Mm-hmm. So yeah, what's a good contact info for you?
I got a business card in the car, and I can give you that. Is that your SUV up there?
I'm in the way back.
Okay.
Where you at?
You see that car down there on the side of the road? That's where I'm at. Yeah, man, this is what I do, man. This is what I do.
All right.
I'll get your business card there, right there in the
Yeah,
front
just
seat.
wait a few minutes. Just make sure you don't get run over or anything, man. And I'll stop by. And,
Okay.
And you can just walk across when I pull off this road.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
man. Be careful.
The sergeant handled the situation superbly, correcting his junior officers for good. He explained how things were at the scene and was understanding towards the journalist, which led him to reveal his identity and even agree to give over his business card. The sergeant confirmed that the journalist didn't see anything eventful and let him be on his way. This is exactly how the situation should have been resolved in the first place.